Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello. How are we? Good evening and welcome to this live broadcast. Patterns of abuse. Who is here? If you're here, say hello. Because today was, can I say, a super, where is it? How about this light? And can you hear me well, by the way? It is freezing. It's beyond freezing, Anna. It's below freezing. It is really, really, really challenging. Can you see me and can you hear me well? Just tell me if that is all going well. Can I say to you, the entertainment here, things that are happening, we are all being super challenged, right? Who has been super challenged this week? You just tell me. Who has been super challenged? Who has been wanting that close to give up? Who has been almost debating, what do we do, how do we do? And this freezing cold, yep, here we go again. And we're just shifting, moving energies. So today we're gonna prepare for next week, and I'm gonna prepare us as we go. I'm gonna prepare us as we go to all the Lion Gate that is coming on the 8th of the 8th. And next Tuesday is the Galactic New Year. So I'm very grateful that you are all joining us here. Thank you, because this is just an opportunity for self-movement. Now, can Insta and Facebook, can you hear me well? Can you hear me okay? Just trying to put everything here as we need and as we go. Yeah. So, what is it? This is our commitment. So, just before I was talking to my beautiful friend Adam, who has said to me, I was already really close today. And the reason for it is that I've been tidying up. So I have this spur of energy that makes me go until 4 o'clock in the morning this time. Actually, when I've done the crystals, I can show you quickly my crystal collection. But it is not tidy, so that's why it's annoying me. That's why I'm not showing you everything yet. Because one day I will show you my home. But I was doing my study and there's so much stuff and there's so much crap. So I think by this stage, it hit me. And I was like at 7, ready to go to rest and to bed, and that's it. So have you been feeling a little tired lately? Have you been feeling a little challenged lately? Yes or no? Have you been feeling that you've been overwhelmed with so much energy, with so much demands, I guess, from yourself, within and without, that you're really feeling a little bit scattered? Because remember, you're either hot, anxious and scattered, or cool, calm and collected. So when we are watching our own energy, it's about being cool, calm and collected. So do you feel that you are more cool, calm and collected, or you are the other bit? So whenever we are absolutely what? Absolutely cool, calm and collected, or absolutely hot, anxious and scattered? And again, it doesn't have to be that you're anxious scaredly, but it could be that you are being more all over the shop, right? Also buzzing and all over the place, indeed. So what do we do? And then what do we actually do from those points of view? When we are talking about Yeah, hot, anxious, and scattered. Scattered, exactly. And this is the energy. But guess what? What if I'll tell you the energy is there to scatter is that you will really look inside what is the real thing for you. That you'll be able to sort through things. I'm still sorting things from the other house that I said, yep, I'll deal with it later, which I didn't. And now I'm forced to deal with it because of the space requirement and because of its time. So I'm sitting there touching every little piece of paper, chuck, keep, file, boom, next, and next, and next, and next. And where does it belong? If it belongs, send it to the right place. And this is where we need to look at the energy from the point of view that will help you to feel connected to who you are and what you are. So now, the name of the chat today is Patterns of Abuse, Life and Death, or Russian Roulette. What are you really dealing with in your life? When we are looking at that, we are looking at the Stockholm Syndrome. We are looking at lack of awareness of what we're really dealing with. We are looking at like ignorance is bliss. Yesterday I was teaching the 3rd week of my course, the 28 lessons in self-mastery. And we spoke about the part of it that was like, so ignorance is bliss, really? So how is it really working for people? How does it really work for you to be in ignorance? Okay? I don't need you to be hyper vigilant, but don't be ignorant. Don't stop seeing what the reality is or how is your reality being affected, right, from what's happening. So when you are looking at it with a very sharp eyes, it may be the change, it could be the scatteredness, it could be the discomfort, it could be the joy. Look at it and own it, whatever it is, right? Remember always to have gratitude. Remember to always have the goodness in your life being acknowledged, right? And the goodness is all about how am I learning from it? How am I growing from it? Okay? And how can you grow 007 from the discomfort and then the anger? Well, maybe the anger is saying, you know what, enough is enough. But this is when potentially the Stockholm Syndrome comes through. And what happens with the Stockholm Syndrome? Are you aware what the Stockholm Syndrome is? Stockholm Syndrome is when we are falling in love or we are justifying the person who is abusing us. And then we're justifying it, we give it excuses, we are saying that they are right, we're giving them still the power. And it comes originally from someone who kidnapped a woman and in Sweden, in Stockholm, that's why it's Stockholm Syndrome. And she basically, in order to survive, she fell in love with this person, and that's how she stayed alive, right? Because sometimes it's just too hard to make a change. A lot of time, divorce is very expensive. Divorce is very challenging. A lot of people are saying, well, we've been together for 20 years. We've accumulated so much together. It's not really good for us to divorce now. We can't afford it. Who will take what? How will it go? What will we do? Does that make sense? So this is not quite the Stockholm Syndrome. The Stockholm Syndrome is when I'm coming to the clinic and I'm hearing the stories. Yes, he was horrible to me, but I loved him. He had a hard childhood. He or she. Let me just go with both genders. It doesn't matter. There are plenty female narcissists and there's plenty male narcissists. So it's not gender-based, okay? Let me be super clear. Don't worry from the fact. The client that I'm thinking about was a woman, a wife, that was married for 20 years. And even though that he has other property, he is going for everything that he can just because of this. And for years, she wanted to divorce and to separate, but she couldn't. Oh, it's for the children. Oh, he doesn't have anyone else. Oh, all these are excuses. If you're unhappy, change it. Change it. Go to counseling. Go to therapy. Understand, talk, clarify what is it within yourself that you need to change or to shift so you can actually make the growth for yourself, okay? Because it can easily be a long-term or a short-term arrangement. You know, it's like you're saying, I said to my girls yesterday, so imagine people say, oh, but I need to have this job or this job or this job. And I'm like, so if you are in the middle of the trip of your life, let's say in Europe or in America, and you finished your money and you need some money, wouldn't you just grab any job? Wouldn't you do waitressing? Wouldn't you do anything, just to keep yourself going? Who cares, right? Because it's about what you're getting from it. And a lot of time people are not happy in their daily jobs. But I'm saying, again, if you're working the 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, what will you do with this money? Pay all your bills and rent and mortgage and whatever. And then you are going to invest the money in the things that you love, which is awesome. Does that make sense? And do you have any questions for me? And hello to everyone, Francis and Julia and Caroline. And if there are any other in Facebook, I can't see your names. And Lisa and Dardy, 1111. Is that you, Nicole? And Penny and 007 and Mr. True Love. Thank you so much. Hey, Emerald. Thank you so much for watching and joining. So do you have any questions? What is the reason that you will stay in a relationship if you're not being satisfied? If you're only getting crumbs, you will then go and will start to abuse yourself to justify the system that you are in. So when you are justifying it for yourself, you might need support. The support could be chocolate. The support could be food. The support could be over-exercise. The support could be gambling, shopping, drugs, porn, sex, whatever it is, alcohol. All of that will come in a format of that addiction or self-abuse. Did you know that over 99% of abuse, when you complete external abuse and you say no more, no more, here we go, 007. I learned my lesson for staying when I wasn't happy. That won't happen again. However, let me ask you a very direct question. Have you then started to sabotage yourself? Have you then started to mimic and to continue what happened with the other person, and then you inflicted it on yourself, okay? And even if we'll go deeper to that, how many times did you pick a partner who would be the origin, a mimic of your origin narcissist, or the origin person who really abused you or set all these buttons in you, right? And mainly, we have to look at our parents because they were the first one. They were the first one. Hi, Etile. They were the first one who instilled those buttons, right? So hang on. Let me just see. There are a few questions here. So what about the relationship with your job? We stay for money, but seems not to be enough now. Okay. So the job, as I said, if you're going to the job just to work from 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, say, and then you take the money to enjoy and to pay everything, then it's fine. However, will you pick a job that you will be challenged just like you were challenged before with your parents or with your close friend or with whatever is happened or happening in the old dynamic, and then you can still play it? As soon as you will block that dynamic, everything is shifting. Does that make sense? At what point is responsibility taken for the part Peyton might be playing in their own suffering? Adam, they won't be able to take responsibility until they will be aware that this is what's happening. The problem is that we're doing things in an autopilot and people are saying, I don't know, nope, no, it wasn't me, I don't know, I'm not sure what it is. you know, and until you're not aware of it and able to do it, you might actually, or I as a therapist, might be translated as if I'm badgering me, I'm putting words in their mouth, and I'm like, I'm just holding a mirror. I'm literally holding a mirror and asking you the question, where are you not being authentic for yourself? Are you acting with yourself in the total way that you want to be held, that you want to be cared for? And if your partner doesn't do it for you, firstly, you need to do it yourself. It's not your partner's job to do those things for you. It is your job. It is your responsibility to care for your food, for your shelter, for your emotional support. This is where Abraham Maslow, the pyramid is for the person, it's not for others. And the top of it is self-actualization. And this is where I want to take you for that self-actualization. You don't need anyone. You might want them. You might like to have the ultimate partner. But how will you manifest the ultimate partner when you are yearning for something that is not right for you? Okay? So you need to allow yourself to be super authentic with yourself. So what is your dream and what is your journey? Where are you now? Do you want to tell me that any of you who are watching or will watch, or, you know, are you where you thought that you would be, say, 20 years ago? I know that I'm not. I know that I'm just went with my gut feeling. Okay? I don't know if you've ever done, I forgot that name of that modality. Doesn't matter. I'm a generator and I create things. But the only way that I can create things is if I get excited. If I don't get excited, it will be like dragging the... No, I will not do it. Now that might be interpreted as procrastination, but it's not unless if I need to do something and I just need to do it, I'll do it. But if it's like something that is creative or I will not do it. It's like moving a buffalo. Nothing can move it. There is no way. Okay? So this is where you actually need to shift and take responsibility. So indeed, Adam, the most important thing in the whole process is to take responsibility, to be able to identify what is happening here. So do you do eating, overeating, undereating? Are you trying to control the situation with that? Do you smoke? Do you take drugs? Do you drink excessive alcohol? Do you eat sugar? Do you gamble? Do you shop? Because you won't let anyone else harm you, but then whoosh, you're doing it yourself. Does that make sense? Even watching TV. Yesterday, one of the groups said that her way of escape was simply to watch Netflix for hours, because she really didn't work where she was working, and she didn't want to do this and she didn't want to do that. After 1 week at the course, she's like, I'm not doing it anymore. Another girl was smoking 10 cigarettes. She's down to less than half of it. Okay? It's like a decision and responsibility that you take. So here's another method that you can actually help yourself. Let's write it down. Let's do a little experiment here, yeah? I want you to take the adult current self that you are. Whatever age that you are, hold it, okay? With this holding, I want you to go to a wounded part of you, to a part that you feel that has been, I don't want to say damaged, but challenged very much in relation. You see, I'm talking to you now. I'm feeling craving to go and have potato chips. Natural. Why? My inner girl is like, okay, I'm here. That's my sign. So it could be as well that you will have a specific desire to have something and listen to it. Because for me, for me, after a lot of discovery, it will be plain crisps, plain potato chips. That's what the little girl likes. That's what it was in Israel. Okay? So, let's take your current adult self, please, and take it to see something that you're still feeling wounded and that you are still in reaction. It doesn't have to be the child, but it will be. So not just what you desire, not just the chocolate, it's what age are you and what is the behavior? What is the behavior that you are trying to shift? What is the behavior that you're moving? Okay? What is the behavior that you are moving from your system and you're fighting it still till now? Okay? So you can close your eyes for a few seconds. It could be a thought pattern. I give them, they take. I love them, they leave me. Go to that specific pattern. Here's a pattern that I wrote here from one of my clients. Pattern of abuse is, I give, they take. I'm drained. They go. I die. They blame me when I take my power back. Did any of you here gave, and then when they felt drained and they took their power back, they were blamed of how dare they take their own energy back? Okay, so tell me, what did you see? Tell me what part of your childhood did you see? Because what we are doing now, I'm providing you with a tool, okay? I'm providing you with a tool of your current self to support the younger self of you, and you can then take them and pull them out of that abuse pattern. Once that you are not needing to do this abuse pattern anymore, you are free. Hey, Cherie. Hi, Bridget. So, does that make sense? You gave and you were then rejected. And Mouse, how old were you? I want you to tell me what age you can remember that trauma so you can shift it with the adult. So give me an age here. Mouse, give me an age. So what we are working, for those who just joined us, we're working on how we can clear a pattern of abuse so we can shift it into that energy. So you were 12, 13, and how old or young are you now? This one, early 20s. How old are you now? Give me the numbers now. Mouse and 007. So they've put themselves here, ready to work on it here. So once that you are aware of it, so Mouse, you're 32, so that was 20 years ago, right? And 007, how old are you? How young are you? $45. So again, 25 years. So for 25 years or 20 years, you have been protecting that bruise, that trauma, that pattern, yet now you are now still in a way nurturing it, the abuse, rather than say enough is enough. Because I'm sure that even right here, right now, you give and you give. The other people potentially or visually just take. Then you're being drained, saying, what? Why not? I know this guy, he is gorgeous as, very skillful, very intelligent, but every time that he goes on a date, he ended up fixing all the lovers. They're not even partners yet. They are lovers. And I'm like, why do you need to do that? Who asked you to do that? Who asked you to fix someone else's faults without permission? I know another client, and she started to study this course, and it's a very powerful course. It's drug and alcohol, and everyone were their ex-users. So she said, I went and I've cleared the room. I said, who asked you to clear the room? Who asked you to clear the energy? I said, you go with your own bubble. Don't go and fix everything. Guess what? At the end of it, you're being drained. So who is being drained? Another beautiful person is watching. She has dedicated herself to her family. And she gives and she gives and she gives. And now the expectation that she will give. And if she's saying, hang on, I'm tired, can I get some? No, because your job is to give. Well, it's not actually, damn it. It's to give and receive exactly in the same format. Does that make sense? And that's why I'm saying none of you actually needs a partner. You would like, you would love, you would enjoy, but you don't need anyone. Why? Do you want someone to wipe your bum? No. Only at the nursing home or hospital, right? You can do your own thing. You can feed yourself. You might want someone to have sexy food with pleasure, but you don't need it. You want it, right? And this is where your power sits in taking this responsibility. You're actually blocking that trauma part to take over. The problem with trauma and the traumatic parts within us, so here's a 22-year-old and a 12, 13-year-old, they will start to try and control, right? Try and control your relationships and your jobs. And we cannot have that wounded part do that. So then what we're doing as well, I have this gorgeous client, right? And she has been a serial dater and she can't hold a relationship. And it is like crazy. I'm like, what is it? What is it? What is it? So at 16, she was super, super, super romantic, right? Puppy love, beautiful love, gorgeous love. But she fell in love with the wrong boy. And why? Because he wasn't even giving her or thinking to give her what she needed. So she got heartbroken. Then her 18-year-old self, then she became a slut, right? Which is another interesting expression, by the way. Why does the girl is being a slut and the guy is being a stud? Okay? I've done a talk about it. Look at my YouTube channel. So she became a slut, but that means that she effed them and she took, and sometimes they did too, but she wouldn't get hurt. But she wouldn't get hurt because she had this big wall over her. And that wasn't good either. So then, what I've done, I've created a dialogue between the 18-year-old and the 16-year-old and the current 33-year-old, and we have released the 18-year-old from her job of being the protector. Does that make sense? Because the 18 decided, I'm going to be the door bitch. I'm not going to let any effort to come and harm this heart again. So what does she do? Blocks it. And then you'll work from your vagina, you won't work from your heart, and you won't work from your head. You will work from your vagina, okay? So you can either be smart, you can be beautiful, or you can be sexy. So if you're just going for the sexy, fuck it away. If you're going from your heart, then you need to project from your heart. And if you're going from your head and being smart, make sure that you're not just being smart, and then you can just have a work relationship, but there's no fire in the bedroom. And this is what we want. Allow me to present fire. Actually, let's burn some sage because we're really burning stuff here. Does it resonate with you guys? Does it make sense to you? So do you want to be loving just in your head, just in your heart? Thank you. Just in your heart, or as well, beautiful, or as well, everywhere. I just want it to be balanced. So again, Are you more smart? Are you beautiful? Or are you sexy? You need to be a combo of all. Smart, beautiful, sexy. That's where men and women sell their body. Not for money. For dinner, for a drink. Oh, they bought me a drink. We're gonna have sex now. Oh, I'm buying a meal, so I want sex now, right? Oh, she kissed me. That means, or he kissed me, that means sex. No, that means that they kissed you. That means that you chose to have dinner, or to pay for dinner, or to pay for a drink. It doesn't mean that it's green light to the bedroom if it is not mutual. Don't mix your energy with everything and anything for the wrong reason. Whether it's friends, whether it's lovers or partners, or girlfriends or boyfriends, or family, mix it to the way that you want it to be mixed. Know your own boundaries. These are all subjects that I am discussing in my book, The 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery. And that's what I'm teaching as well in the book. Now, did you all know, speaking of light and dark, Archangel Michael and Lucifer, they are actually from the same wing. They're actually from the same level. Okay? This is a choice that people make. Am I in the light or am I in the dark? Am I in the despair and the hatred and the fear, or am I in the joy? And most important word for this time is trust. Trust. Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. Even if I walk in the valley of death, I shall not fear, because you're with me. Does that make sense? If you are not connecting to yourself through the trust, and someone asked me, how are you going? I said, step by step, step by step. It is what it is. There's so much epicness. There's so much energies that are going through that you can't even stop and start, ooh, what was that? And what was that? You have to go, oh, what was that? Feel it, process, action, go. You can't really stay stagnant anymore. Next week is the Galactic New Year. 8 of the 8 is the Lion Gate. And it's going to be new moon just today, tomorrow. It's actually going to be a new moon in Lion. Okay? And this is it. It's all about allowing ourselves to move. If you're not looking, shifting, changing, you might not have enough intensity to shift. I want you to crack all the old shite at the moment. Take off all those masks. Take off all those expressions of things that you were supposed to do and to be by society, by the family, by your friends. If sometimes I don't have time and I don't call my dad, why aren't you calling me, giving me the Jewish guilt? I'm like, what's wrong with your finger? You call me too. Of course that I'll talk to you as soon as I can, 100%. But it's not that expectation. Why don't you? Because I couldn't. And does it matter why? I didn't. Now move. Move. You don't have time. We don't have time. This is our chance to shift into a higher level, higher polarity that will take you to what really matters. And what really matters is that you will be connected to yourself. That's all. Not to me, not to another one, to yourself. And once that you're connected to yourself, bring it on. Life is going to look different. Do you have any questions so far? So a very important strategy, take your adult self into the time of your younger self, and then you will be able to support with your current wisdom. Because if you're trying to run the knowledge through the old self, you don't stand a chance. So my trauma started at 4. Does that mean that the 4-year-old can drive a car? Does that mean that 4-year-old can run a business? Does that mean that 4-year-old can be a mom? No. Not even a 12-year-old. When someone said, even at 20 it can be challenging. So what is it that you need in order to get you there is to realize that something is wrong. To realize that things are a little bit heavy. To realize that it is time for a change and it is safe to change. Does that make sense? It is safe to change. So I want you to say with me, it is safe to change. The war is over. I am safe and secure. I am safe and secure. Okay? 𝗹𝗶07 is writing, sometimes I feel sorry for my 20-year-old self. Now I'm wiser and now I know better. Hug her, support her, love her. 100%. 100%. So then, what is it that I will recommend? You fell from a horse at 8 or 9. You were 7. Makes sense. I'm sorry, Facebook people. I only now see the comments. It was stuck. Wow, beautiful. Yes, you might need help, of course. And this is where we have our own blind spot and we can't see it. We can't see it when it's inside, right? We can't see. So, I am forgiveness. I am forgiveness is one. Let's see if you can see it like this. First of all, nope. Nope, I can't do it. I am forgiveness is a very good one. It will help you to forgive. I am in control. Goes and works on your solar plexus. And you're in control, right? Of all the addictions, of the narcissist part within you, of that energy that wants, it's like, remember how we spoke last week about like the devil within. The devil within it's a form of our dark shadow that is trying to come up, but as soon as it comes up, it kind of dims the light. So we have to persist to keep shining our light, okay? And the final one, it's my latest one, I am at peace. I am at peace will support your fight, flight, and freeze. It's a homeopathic. Works on a cellular level. In my range, I have 22 of them. And what it does, it helps you to support your whole nervous system, your cellular system, to clear, to be in your full power. Do you have any questions for that? So far. So what did we take? Stockholm Syndrome, you get up, you stand up, you support yourself, you're realizing the truth. Ask yourself, in a relationship, do I want to be smart, beautiful, or sexy? If I'm only one of them, it's not. You want to be all of them, okay? It's not your job to go and fix anyone. It's not your job to go and prepare them for the journey. No. Shut up. Only if you're being asked. If you don't, zip it. You will drain your energy. You're not doing what you're meant to do, right? And then you're tired and complaining, why can't I do things? Well, perhaps you already gave to them what you need to give to yourself and they don't even appreciate it. Only if they appreciate it. That's it, Adam. Zip it. We'll acknowledge you by name if you will send me all those emojis. And as such. So do you have any questions about that? And for those who joined us, just watch it again. Watch the replay. Guess what the time is? Any questions? And it puts you in furious. So remember, 3 minutes of anger. 3 minutes of anger debilitates your immune system for 8 hours. 8 hours. What does that tell you? Don't get angry. Because do you want to be sick and tired? I'm sick and tired from all this. This is exactly it. And when do they say it? when you're frustrated, right? So let me just burn here a little bit more. If you have any questions, and who would like a card? Ask for a card. If you want a card, say, this is like not me too, this is like zip it. Few of this emoji. Well done, 007. All right. If you want a card, say me. Me. No, just say it once, it's enough. Okay. Mouse, you were the first one who jumped. 𝗵𝗴𝗵𝗵𝗔𝗋𝗋. Okay. It has to be a song. Back to life, back to reality. Okay. Back to life. Say it with me, Mouse. I am now safe and back to life. I am now safe and back to life. And it is the solar plexus. Solar plexus, your feeling, your energy. And that's what it is, okay? Next in line, Mr. True Love. Mr. True Love, you are being regenerated. You're being regenerated, and I want you to say with me, my cells are now regenerating to full capacity on all levels and dimensions. And this is again, this is the solar plexus, this is your fire, this is your power, this is the movement, yeah? Facebook people, don't you want a reading? Because I can't see the messages. 007 Shino, the card for you is, wow, it is all from the same group. Revive and balance. Revive and balance. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. Revive and balance. I am now willing, ready, and able to grow. Okay? Indy, the card for you is, I can't believe it, it's exactly the same group. And I'm shuffling, and there are 74 cards, right? What's the probabilities? Cooling down, Indy. I no longer feel overly hot, and my body temperature is perfect. I am now cool, calm, and collected. And what it is, Indy, once that the war is over, you're actually able to relax and to enjoy and to rest. Okay? Vic Star. Is it someone named Vicky? Vic Star, are you feeling a little bit timid at the moment? This is more like on survive, and it's all about safety and security. So can you say, or can you repeat the mantra, I am now safe and secure. I am now safe and secure. And this is what you're moving. Okay? Sonia, a card for you. Sonia, the card for you is enlightenment, not entitlement. Enlightenment. I am in the light. I am the light. I now share the light. And this is where you have shifted to start to really be who you are and what you are. Facebook people, does anyone want a card there? Namaste, you're welcome. Emerald, a card for you. The card for you is, you might feeling lost and broken. However, the affirmation is, I am now willing, ready, and able to love myself. I am now willing, ready, and able to love myself. Got it? And once that you do this, Emerald, you will actually find you, because all those masks has been lifted. Make sense? It's a good card. Jasmine, nice to meet you. Jasmine, the card for you is integration. The card for you is integration. If you can say with me, I now choose to live my integrated life to the fullest potential. I now choose to live my integrated life to the fullest potential. And this is where this one is. Okay? I'll move for a second to the Facebook phone group. And then if you still want a card, just ask. Hi, Rach. Oh my God, Rachel, I'll give you one as well. Rachel, you are opening up. I'm now willing, ready, and able to create a new pathway that fulfills me. That's what 007 did. Okay, I think maybe there's a little problem, but I know that Caroline would love a card. So Caroline Geerling, the card is for you. The card for you is processing. You are processing, so I want you to say with me, my processing methods are fast and accurate. My brain is now enjoying this freedom. So everything that you are getting, poof, 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 do it quick. Think that you're on the freeway and you just have to go, 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 go. Make sense? Next, who else is here? Francis, a card for you. I don't know what's wrong with the notification there. Francis, the card for you is agile. And it's interesting because you wrote about the broken leg. I am agile and I now choose to adjust to life changes effortlessly. So it's all about being effortless, okay? And you will usually say, now a card for me. So the card for me is strengthening and free. So the war is over and I am now free. Because now, really, the way that I look at it, most of my house is done and I can potentially relax. But it's very not settling, unsettling when you have see, I can't even speak English now. When I have a mess, I can't deal with mess. Cherie, the card for you is wanting to change. I now realize that change is important to my evolution. It is safe to change. Cherie, remember card 26, okay? Who else is in here still? Olga, if you're with us, let us give you a card. Olga, the card for you is abundance. I am now proud of my achievements and I am full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. And you know what? I'm stopping for a second the cards and I want to talk to you about this card, abundance. How many of you have so effing much and you have achieved so effing much, but you haven't stopped to appreciate it? This is another form of self-abuse. If you don't give yourself the gratitude, one of the things when I do the healing and I'm clearing the amygdala, the fight, flight, freeze, the energetic charge of it, one of the points is CV18, which is the point for trust, and it is about blocked pleasures and rewards. So you'll be working and working and achieving, and it's still not enough. Why? Because you're so freaking traumatized that you can't feel it anymore. Does that make sense? So part of stepping out of that trauma is actually enabling yourself to enjoy who you are and what you are. And if you're not doing this, what's the point? You're still suffering. So then, although you have, let's say, the most cuisine food, you lost the sense of taste. And I'm not talking Corona. You lost the sense of joy. So the gratitude is there for you to acknowledge. So let us all say that with me. I am now proud of my achievements and am full of gratitude for my wonderful life. Abundance is everywhere. Abundance is everywhere. Dana, would you like a card? Let's give you a card. The card for you is refresh. Every cell in my body feels refreshed. I'm talking to a mother of a very young baby. Every cell in my body feels refreshed and energized right here, right now. Right here, right now. Okay? So this is super important. Any questions so far? I can't believe I was so tired, but now, let's go. And why? Because Energies are clear. The more your vessel is clear, the more that you can channel clearly. Here, I just opened the deck, and the card is Heart Center. And what does it mean, Heart Center? I am now willing, ready, and able to connect myself and the world through my heart. Connect through your heart. Be truly beautiful. With the smart, with the sexy, but be that beautiful. And when you are with this beauty, then whatever you do doesn't matter. It is clear. You know, this week I have cleared a premises in, this time it was just up the road in Brighton, and it was a 3 or 4 bedroom unit, and basically there was no demons, but the old people that were there was so heavy. It was a heavy, heavy, heavy energy. And I just came, we've cleared it, shifted the energy, boom. And the lady said by the end of it, she was like, oh, I feel so much lighter. So much lighter. And that's what it is. If you're feeling that there's stagnation, there is stress, don't. Just light the sage. Find out what it is, how it is. Put your hand on your heart and ask, is it physical, emotional, mental? Is it mine or is it someone else? I'm sure most of you who watches me here are empaths. You will feel other people's energy. Consider to get one of these. This is like the most powerful. A friend of mine walked today at the shops without the pendants. Result, a bit scatteredness. This, it won't change what's going out there, but it will give you a little more buffer. This is the difference. It will give you a little bit more of a buffer to keep your own energy and to be able to discern it for yourself. Anyone else would like a reading? If there's someone that I haven't given a card for, Beck, I'll give you a card. Beck, your card is Breaking Free. And if you know that you can't be on the session, send me a text before and I will edit. And I will just give you the reading. Just send me a text or, a message on the messenger. So, Beck, the card for you. I am now willing, ready, and able to thrive. Okay? Jacinta, I'll give you a card. Jacinta, ultimate love. I remember from Fiji. I am now willing, ready, and able to create new pathways of love, joy, and happiness. Okay? So who wants their card? Hang on. Okay, so Stephanie would like a card. The card for you is Fulfilled, Stephanie. I am now willing, ready, and able to live in my fullest expression of myself. It's the throat chakra, it's your expression, and it's the beauty of shifting and sharing the energy. I've published these cards in 2019, I believe. 18, actually. 2018, and they are pretty awesome. Jessica Louise. Bonus, it was a thrive. You are balanced. So the balance, I am now in full balance in every area of my life. And if you say, for fuck's sake, no, I'm not. It is all fine. Keep saying the affirmation. That's the beauty of them. I am now in full balance in every area of my life. Fake it till you make it. Your brain will listen to whatever you tell it. If you're saying I'm tired, I'm effed, I'm horrible, I'm dumb, that's what it will go for. But if you're saying I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, let's do it, it's all flowing, that's what it will go for. So what are you feeding your brain? Positive or negative? Michael or Lucifer? Who do you want to be there? The light or the dark? Yes, you can. Delusha J, a card for you. Self-blame. No self-blame. The affirmation to change it is, yes, Stephanie, you can. I am now willing, ready, and able to have love for myself and others. Because sometimes we can be so consumed by it that it makes it really, really hard and we don't know what it is, right? Let's see. I'm so sorry, Facebook, if you're writing to me, I can't read it. It's stuck on Jacinta joining and that's it. Hi, 𝗵𝗵𝗿𝗃. What's the guidance for you? Don't know. Let's pull a card. Blame or choosing to change? You have a choice. What are you doing? Okay, Julie, you'll be next. I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. Again, Ramnik, I am now willing, ready, and able to be successful in all that I do. Julie, the card for you is I am a light worker, which is wonderful. I am a light worker. My body is in its perfect expression. Each of my cells and every strand of my DNA are now in ultimate vitality. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions, lovely people? Have I missed anyone? I am so sorry if I did. Anyone else? This is the time to ask. I'm not sure if Meta Soul would like a card or Brunswick Hippie would like a card. Helen, I'll give you a card. Helen, your card is Coming into the Light. I'm now part of the Universal Light Collective Family. I am now part of the Universal Light Collective Family. Okay? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? So what do we go with from this week? What do we go out from this week? This week it's about self-empowerment. This week it's about you supporting yourself to be the powerful person that you are. You're not giving your power away to anyone else. You're stopping the Stockholm Syndrome. Whomever you put on a pedestal, enough. Okay? So how are you going to do that? Is by acknowledging, supporting, and being the empowered person that you are, and you're not allowing your trauma to control you. Okay? So this is where you need to actually shift it to that level. Rebecca, would you like a card? Rebecca, your cards, you have actually 2 cards came through. One of them is exhausted. Potentially you're feeling exhausted. My energy is vitalized. I now choose to rest and replenish my mind, body, and soul. That's for you, Rebecca. And the other card is belonging. So belonging is I now belong. I no longer long for love. I am love. Okay? Any questions, beautiful people? Well, my name is Sharon Tal. I am the Soul Alchemist. This is my deck of cards from Survive to Thrive Empowerment cards. 74 cards. This is my book, 28 Lessons in Self-Mastery. And the remedies, elixirs that I'm recommending for this week. I am at peace to stop the fight, flight, and freeze. I am forgiveness, to forgive yourself and others. And that is super important for trauma. And I am in control, that if you have any urges to take any substances, that will go down, okay? And yes, I am the Soul Alchemist. Any questions? Check out, write to me in Messenger. I'm accessible. I'll answer whenever I can. I'm here for you. If you've missed this live, please replay, watch it again. And if you need me to pull you a card, I can still in the next few minutes. Okay? Thank you so much, beautiful people. Any questions, anything? I'm sending you so much love and thank you so much for watching. It's not taken for granted. I'm in full gratitude for you. Take care. Be well.